Hey, good morning, everybody, and welcome here to beautiful Surfside, California, where we have some big surf. A lot of surfers are starting to come down here to the beach. It is pounding in here, and it is, well, still a beautiful morning. It is overcast. You know, it's one of those years where you wonder if you're ever going to see the sun, hearkening back to the old albacore years out of San Diego. Man, it has been overcast every single morning, keeping our water temperatures cool, and we'll just have to see how that all plays out. All right, let's get into it. We've got a lot to talk to you all about, including our bluefin tuna bite down south. We'll watch that for you very, very closely. Are the white sea bass biting up in the Channel Islands? How about a great signal of yellowtail at Catalina Island yesterday? And of course, we've got rockfish, halibut, white sea bass, and so much more up and down the coast, and a big surf fishing tournament this weekend with the Redondo Beach Rod and Gun Club. We'll have all that information and more because you know what time it is. It is time for the morning briefing. Good morning, my friends. Oh, is that good or what? Man, I'll tell you, really heavy surf down here in Surfside. I see quite a bit of surfing activity going on down that way toward the jetty, and out here, big surf. So really good stuff indeed. See some guys even behind me. All right, at the end of today's morning briefing, I'm going to run the surf fishing video that talks all about the tournament this weekend. So stay tuned if you're interested in that. Just a reminder that when you sign up for the tournament, you have to sign up on the tournament days when you get your ruler. So that'll be this Saturday and this Sunday. That's when you want to sign up. You can do that at Big Fish Bait and Tackle. You can go over to Island Fishing Tackle in Carson. You can go to 22nd Street Landing in San Pedro, and you can go to the Redondo Beach Rod and Gun Club. All that information can be gleaned by going to www.redondorodandgunclub.com, and you'll be able to get all that information and more. All right, it is time to jump into it. Let's go south, talk about our bluefin tuna bite or lack thereof. It is really tough fishing right now, tough. And in fact, yesterday was a day where we just saw scraps. I mean, we didn't see the fish like we've been seeing them. It's one thing to see them and they're not biting. It's another thing to not see them like was the case yesterday. So what that has in essence done is spread the fleet out everywhere. They are looking everywhere right now to try to relocate that bluefin tuna or see what's up with it. It's a very tough time on the captains and crews that are fishing out of San Diego, Ensenada, because they want more than anything for you to catch fish. And man, they are up all night long. They are glassing all day long, trying to find that fish to make sure you have a great day. And then when it doesn't happen, they're as disappointed, more disappointed than you are. So keep that in mind, please, all right? They're working their tails off down there. American Angler on a 1.5-day trip, 25 guys, 5 bluefin tuna. Pacific Queen off to a little better start on their 3-day trip. They had 16 bluefin, 79 yellowtail, but a lot of guys are struggling with, you know, between 0 and 5 fish. Those kinds of scores right now. It has been really, really tough. So we'll continue to watch that for you very closely. Hopefully it gets back into gear here today. The guys are spread out everywhere, looking everywhere, and that is super important. So hopefully they're going to get on that fish and it'll start to bite again. Bring those 3 rods if you can. You want that like 25 to 40 pound rod to fly line with. You want a rod with 60 to 80 pound to fish those Daiwa Zakana lures with, or to sinker fish those bluefin tuna should they show up again. And then also you want 2-speed reels, and you want to have 100 to 130 pound. You probably can get away without bringing that right now, but the minute I say that, you go on a trip and they get bit on that big fish, man. But overall, it's just down, down, down right now. It's very slow. And again, I don't like the fact that they didn't see it, but this fleet, this San Diego fleet, is like at the apex of sport fishing around the world. Now, I've fished around the world. These guys are as good as it gets. They're spreading out. They'll relocate it. We'll see what happens here as we go along. All right, there is some kelp patty fishing going on down there on that yellowtail that's mostly 5 to 10 pounds. Every once in a while, you'll get some bigger fish than that. Sea Watch 17 guys yesterday. Nice day with 56 yellowtail. San Diego 31 guys, 39 yellowtail, 3 bonito, and the Liberty 20 guys with 30 yellowtail. Most of those fish are coming on a fly line bait, so you're going to want to be fishing about 25 pound. That will help a lot. Fluorocarbon, www.opsonusa.com. Good way to get bit, and about a number 2.0 hook will do you just about right on those little yellows that are on the kelps. There's a situation on those kelps where you got to find the right one. So a lot of kelps are dry, a lot of kelps are holding a couple of fish, and then you find the right one, and it can be crazy. A lot of guys, if you look at the past week, have had limits on those yellowtail, but usually it's one boat out of the fleet that has the horseshoe. We'll continue to watch that for you very, very closely. Let me bounce you up to Catalina Island. Just mentioned to you the pursuit from 22nd Street Landing in San Pedro. Earlier in the day, Gus, who runs the boat, saw yellows bouncing around the island, and he started to think, man, is it finally going to change today? And then they hook one, they hook another one. They end up with 9 yellowtail on board the pursuit. They make that daily run to Catalina Island, and finally, it paid off with some good yellowtail action yesterday, and our fingers are crossed that that's going to kick Catalina Island off into gear. It's been mostly shallow water rockfish and some deep water stuff there. There's been occasional flurries of nice halibut fishing, occasional white sea bass taken at Catalina, but this is the first and the best yellowtail score we've seen out of Cat, and it's great to see the pursuit doing their thing. That boat is beautiful, running daily to Catalina Island out of 22nd Street Landing. So again, we'll be keeping our eyes on that for you very, very closely. Up and down the coast, we continue to see some really excellent rock fishing going on. The rockfish bite has been great from Ensenada all the way up to the Channel Islands, where it really gets good up there in that neck of the woods. So we continue to see good rock fishing. It's not every single time. Sometimes you'll get a lot of bait in the area. Sometimes that will shut the bite down. I'll talk about that in just a moment. But for the most part, it has been really excellent rock fishing for just about everybody that has been doing it. John Ho down in San Diego pointing out that the local boats are experiencing really good rock fishing. The Dolphin has had great rock fishing down there in that neck of the woods, and several other boats. The Freelance out of Davies Locker yesterday had a plan. He said, let's go limit everybody out on sculpin, make sure everybody's got some great eating fish. Accomplished that, did great on that, went to the deep water stuff, and it didn't want to bite, man. Every once in a while that happens. He surmised, the captain that is, that it was too much bait in the area, and the little fishies were full, so maybe that was indeed the case. Yesterday on board the Freelance, everybody's still going home with some great eating bottom fish, nothing wrong with that. Taking a look up in the Channel Islands, man, they are seeing a lot of white sea bass, but those devils have lockjaw also. They are not on the bite right now. Hopefully that's going to get going here very, very soon. On the Aloha Spirit yesterday, 18 anglers saw a ton of white sea bass, but they had one thing in common. They didn't want to bite. They were just in tease mode yesterday. So nothing on the white sea bass, but 15 halibut. And the halibut bite up there has been outstanding. Just the other day on the Endeavor, they had 25 halibut. I think Cody Rogers ran the boat, and they had absolutely outstanding fishing up there in that neck of the woods. Endeavor, by the way, has a reverse day and a half trip leaving on May the 23rd. You can call Steve. There's 2 spots available. I know the Endeavor's a tough ride to get on. Tucker McCombs does such a great job up there at Ventura Harbor sport fishing. You can call Steve at 661-212-4417. And a reminder that out of Ventura Harbor sport fishing, kids fish free on Sundays on board the Californian. You would be wise to go out and take a kid out there and have some fun, catch a bunch of rockfish. Nothing wrong with that. Hey, on the Seabiscuit here recently, Diana Demek. She's from the Ukraine. She works over there with my friend Sky at Blacktail Hooks. And she was out, caught an 18-pound sheep's head. I think it was her first fishing trip. Beautiful catch for her. Great job. And she actually bumped a yellowtail out of the jackpot and won the JP with that beautiful fish. Deanna, nice going. So proud of you. Also, up there in the Channel Islands, just to reemphasize, there is tons of great rock fishing going on in that neck of the woods. Matt Franklin, he said, here's my dad's version of the morning briefing. And there he is with a beautiful calico bass. Nice catch. Great to see that. Awesome going. And thanks again, Matt, and to your dad also for your great support, helping us to soar into the millions of views range. We deeply appreciate it. I think we had 20-something thousand views the last 48 hours. So I owe that all to all of you wonderful folks out there. So that Bluefin has given us the slip, but the San Diego fleet, they're better than anyone at that. Spreading out, looking around. The Apollo is out right now. They are scurrying around, trying to find a sea bass or a halibut bite here this morning. We'll see how they do. Greg Obimako, not only a great captain, but a great entertainer. And speaking of great entertainers, Tino Valentine is going on the Freedom this weekend. They've got a day and a half trip for only $325, I think it is, out of 22nd Street, day and a half, departing on Saturday. Also on Saturday evening, we have the Amigo going on a one-day trip. That should be a lot of fun also. And of course, we'll keep our eyes on that Bluefin, everything else in between to keep you all in touch with the very, very latest. As always, it's my pleasure to be with you. I can't thank you enough for all of your great support. Thanks for tuning in. Remember to like these videos, to share these videos, to tick that bell so you'll be notified when new content goes up, and also deeply appreciate it when you share the videos. All right, my friends, have a great morning and have a great day, and let's keep our fingers crossed that Bluefin gets back in the picture today. It can surely happen. We'll see what happens. Take care, my friends. Chuck Zimmer, how are you, man?
Pretty good.
It's good to see you.
Once again.
Redondo Beach Rod and Gun Club. I remember when you first invited me, I didn't know what to expect. And when I left after that first night, I said to myself, that's a bunch of really cool guys. You guys are doing a lot of great stuff in the community. It's a family-oriented kind of club. Everybody's really friendly. It's really, really a lovely place.
It is a really cool place, yeah. It's one of the reasons why I joined is I saw that same thing that you walked into the first time you went there.
Yeah, right. And
it's been the same.
And the food, you guys are always cooking up tons of food, right?
We have to thank our guys, especially Paul and all those guys, for really putting forth the effort on the food, yeah.
Yeah. We're down here at Island Fishing Tackle, and you brought down some flyers for an upcoming surf fishing tournament that you guys are putting on. We're helping to promote it, but why don't we talk about the tournament itself for just a moment? Let me know, this thing's been going on for a while, hasn't it?
A very long time, yeah. So reaching way back in our history, in 1938, our club was officially called the Palos Verdes Anglers Club.
1938.
1938, wow. Yeah. So the guys were wanting to do something, and that's what they started back in the day. So,
yeah.
1938, it's unsure that we had a surf fishing tournament at that time, but in 1948 is when it became the Redondo Rod and Gun Club, and then that's when we have records of when an actual surf fishing tournament was started.
Yeah.
So it'll be our 75th year this year.
Whoa, that is awesome. And I looked at some of the photos, the old photos. You guys have some historic photos. They're really cool to look at.
Yeah, it's really neat. We're going to have all of our books out when we have the big reception at the end.
Yeah.
So we'll have all the pictures and all information out that everybody can come check out.
All right, so let's take the 30,000-foot view at this thing. What are the dates and what are the events? And then we'll get into the minutia of the whole thing. But
so the big picture is we're having a surf fishing tournament on May 20th and May 21st.
Saturday, Sunday.
Saturday, Sunday. You'll sign up Saturday morning, I'm sorry, and pick up your application and your ruler. And then the end of it will be we have a taco guy come in and fish tacos supplied by the club.
Wow.
And that'll be at the end when we tally up all the points.
That sounds like fun. All right, and the banquets are always a kick, man. That's, like I said,
yeah.
That's the whole draw to your place is the people, man.
Right.
They're so nice.
And it's nice because we have a clubhouse to hold it in, and there's parking and all that good stuff.
So is it only the people who are in the tournament who go to the banquet, or can anybody pop in there?
So yeah, what we're going to try to do is get guys to come to the club and check us out and have fun and meet all of us. Honestly, too, I was thinking about it too. It's a good place for all the surf fishermen to, from every area around to be like, hey, how do you do that, or how do you fish that, or
Yeah.
Which I think would be great for the entire surf fishing community.
Me too. All right, let's dive into the minutia. First of all, where do you sign up?
So there's going to be 4 sign-up areas. One is going to be 22nd Street. Second's going to be Redondo Rod and Gun Club. Third is going to be Sam here at Island Fishing Tackle.
Right.
And then Big Fish Bait and Tackle.
Perfect.
So that'll be the 4 places you can sign up on Saturday morning.
Okay, can you sign up on Sunday, or is it just Saturday morning, or how does that work?
So it's on Saturday, it's going to be 5 a.m. I think Sam's going to open up here at Island Fishing Tackle at 6.
Okay. What a lazy bum.
Do you want to go? You can come at 6, Sam, or 5, whatever. Well, we'll make a good
Put
one,
him down
Sam.
for 5.
We'll see. So Saturday, it's going to be early start for all these guys that are helping us chip in, get this thing going.
Yeah.
Saturday, it's going to be normal business hours, but we're only going to be at Redondo Rod and Gun Club from 5 a.m. to noon.
Yes.
So that's kind of the Sunday sign-up thing.
Okay, perfect. But if you show up late here, like at noon, and you want to sign up and fish that afternoon, you can do that, right?
Yeah, the applications will be at each one of the locations, and you can get your ruler and everything and do it that way.
Okay, how much is it?
It's going to be $20 a person, and if at the end of this, if you want to bring your spouse, your kids, or whatever, it'll be $10 per person coming in.
Oh, that's great. You mean to go have lunch and
Yeah,
participate
bring your family,
in the banquet?
bring your kids. My son goes with me to this club every week.
Yeah, he's running around here
he's
somewhere,
actually running
right?
around now in the tackle shop.
He's having way too much fun.
Yeah.
What are the prizes? And well, first of all, let's leave that to the end. What are the species that are eligible to catch?
So making sure I get all this right. The 5 qualifying entries are going to be a barred surf perch, a yellow.
Let me just.
Sure.
It's a barred surf perch, period, right? It's not any other kind of
It is
perch.
So originally, when this surf perch derby was made,
Yeah.
it was a barred surf perch only.
You want to stay to that?
We're gonna keep our roots clean, and that's what we're gonna.
Okay, very good.
Second one's gonna be a yellowfin croaker. Third one is gonna be a spotfin croaker, and fourth is a corbina, and fifth is a halibut. So you have 5 categories of fish to catch.
All right, great. When you sign in, you mentioned a ruler. You get a ruler, and what else?
So yeah, it'll be a measure. It'll be a ruler that you measure your fish with, and that you can submit all your forms and everything to our tournament director at the end of the day, or however you want to do it.
So what do? You take a photo?
Yeah, you take a photo and you email it or text it to a number.
Okay, perfect. And is it catch and release, or does it matter? You can do whatever you want,
Honestly, I'm going to leave it up to people if they want to catch it and
eat it,
retain it, and eat it. Yeah, go for it. I mean, that's definitely up to them.
All right, great. And prizes. What are the prizes?
So we've had a lot of people that have supported us on this.
Yes.
Daiwa being one of them.
Yes.
They donated 5. How would we call them? Surf fishing rod combos.
Yeah,
right?
little combos.
And one of the other companies, which is Worm King, who also owns All City Baits, is going to throw an extra $100 towards the spotfin croaker prize.
Oh, that's our buddy Fish.
That's our buddy Fish.
Fish, that is very nice of you.
Yeah,
you know what? He is a really good spotfin croaker. He's a good
He
fisherman.
probably wants to win his $100 back.
He probably will. He's really good. He fishes by where I do the morning briefing.
Right.
And he's out there all the time. He's an outstanding guy and a great fisherman. Thank you, Fish. Really appreciate that. And then Big Fish Bait and Tackle, they've come through with some stuff, right?
Big Fish Bait and Tackle, I think you'd spoke with them. I think they're going to do some landing nets for us.
Yeah, 6, I believe.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty amazing.
And a combo.
Yeah. So you're going to get a multiple prize.
Rada out there, you got to go by Big Fish Bait and Tackle and say hi to Rada. He's an exceptional guy. Really, really does fantastic stuff, and we thank him very much, right?
We do.
Yeah.
I need to go out there and talk to him.
Yeah, you do. You do.
It's a little bit of a drive for me from Gardena.
I know. Yeah, exactly. And what else? Any other prizes that we need to talk about, or anybody else we want to thank?
There's going to be a raffle at the end, I think hosted by you. Looks like we're working on Sam for a deal, but it's going to be a medium-sized 50, 60-pound rod. And then the Redondo is going to donate a 40-fathom narrow.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's spooled already with braid and mono.
And the raffle, you buy a raffle ticket, or are you in the raffle?
So that's another thing. We want people to show up and kind of hang out at the club with us and stuff like that. So we're gonna do this for the people showing up to the clubhouse.
Okay,
So
good.
the raffle will be right there at the clubhouse.
And you got to be present.
Yeah, we got to be present. It'll be $10 a ticket. You can buy as many tickets as you want, and then we're going to have a big raffle at the end.
That sounds
along with the award ceremony and all the prizes.
That sounds fantastic, man. How about people that are not like real up on surf fishing? They can get some instruction here at Island Fishing Tackle, over at Big Fish Bait and Tackle. It's a great family event, isn't it?
Yes, it is. And even if you're going to bring your family members or your friends that don't surf fish, bring them down. You know, like, and have some tacos and get into it. You know, like,
yeah,
learn about it.
Yeah, and you know, everybody, it's as simple, to not complicate it, it's as simple as tying a 3/4 ounce crocodile on or a Castmaster and waiting for the wave to break, making a cast, and then coming back through there. You'll catch a yellowfin croaker, guaranteed. It's really not that hard. Just takes a little getting used to, and you'll have a really good time doing it. Anything else that, I mean, can people sign up online? Is there anything else?
So we're going to try to kind of keep it simple and then try to keep it very, you know, you'll have to sign up on Saturday.
Okay.
To try to keep everybody honest. You know, we're going to applications on Saturday morning and Sunday, obviously.
Right.
But then you'll go and do your thing after that.
Okay, you take the rulers, shoot some photos, send it in,
then come have tacos and raffle.
Yeah, whether you make it, even if you don't catch anything,
come on down.
Right.
We'd love to meet every one of them that is in this tournament.
Yeah.
Don't stay at home. Come down. Have fun with us.
Yeah, it'll be great. Anything else that we need to talk about? Obviously, you got to obey all California fishing and wildlife rules, all that stuff,
like
right?
That. Yep.
Any other sponsors we need to thank? We've got some. Are we doing fishing trips?
Oh, that's right. Yeah. So there's been Dana Wharf Sport Fishing.
Dana Wharf Sport Fishing. Donna, thank you so very much. We appreciate it.
22nd Street Landing.
22nd Street, Mike Morris.
Yeah,
Michael,
job, Mike.
Thank you so very much.
So we have 3/4 day.
I think we have Davies Locker, the freelance
don't we? Yeah, the freelance.
So we've got the freelance, Davies Locker, so we send our very best to everybody over at Davies Locker.
And then 22nd Street, and they've donated all 3/4 trips.
Whoa, those are great trips.
trips.
Those are like $70, $80 trips,
Yeah,
I think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's fantastic, and we got the combos, and we got the landing nets.
It's just amazing.
It's an amazing tournament. It's a fun couple of days, and I highly recommend you come out. Even if you just come to the banquet, I'll be there racing cane with this guy and having a good time. And it's always a good time. I mean, all the guys at the club, Paul and so many others I've become friends with. You know, sometimes my schedule's a little tight, but if I get a little window, I zip over to the Redondo Beach Rod and Gun Club.
You're always welcome for dinner.
Thank you. I appreciate that very much. So the 75th annual.
Yeah.
That's hard to believe.
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
And it's pretty awesome being a president at this time. You know, I think it's on a good swing up. You know, this whole club has been it's heads, it's up and down. You know, but we're on the up.
We're feeling like it's going like this now, right?
It's like a rocket right now.
Right. So in the end, is there any other way to get information? People are watching us. Can they call anybody? Is there a website? Is there, or do they just show up on that Saturday morning to sign up?
Saturday, yeah, we'll be there. We're gonna have a bunch of flyers at Island Fishing Tackle, 22nd Street, the Big Fish Bait and Tackle, and 20. Did I say 22nd Street? Yeah,
you did.
Island, our club, Big Fish Bait and Tackle on 22nd Street. So.
Before that, can they call somebody or anything or not?
Yeah, so we also have it on our website.
Mm-hmm.
It's the Redondo Beach Rod and Gun Club. If you type it in, it'll come right up. And yeah, all the information's on there.
Okay,
Flyer, everything, yeah.
Oh, great. Redondo Beach Rod and Gun Club. Google that.
Google that and it'll come. I forgot our exact address.
That's all right.
But yeah.
That's all right. Google that and you'll get to it.
I tried it the other day just to make sure it worked.
Yeah.
And so, yeah.
Unbelievably, it actually worked, right?
Yeah, I know, right? Google this, right?
Good stuff. Chuck, I don't know what else to say, man. This is going to be great. The 75th annual Redondo Rod and Gun Club Surf Fishing Tournament. I will be there. Chuck will be there. And we certainly hope all of you will be there. Thanks, Chuck.
Hope to see you guys.